Hello again, everyone. Today we're going to be checking out, this will be a kind of a follow-on to the eBay Budget Deck Commander review. This is Heiko Yamazaki, the General. So I've played the deck a bunch now, a few times. I find it really fun. If you go back another video, the link will still be there for the eBay account. I highly recommend you go and get one for the price. It's quite worth it. I still have to review the other deck. Work's been crazy getting everything sorted for Christmas, you know what it's like, so I'm just going to go through some of the cards in the deck, talking about the strategy and how I've played it. So it is 1 red mana and 3 colorless. It is a legendary creature, human samurai. It has trample. When a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, you may cast an artifact card from your graveyard this turn. And it is a 3/3, and its flavor text is, I prefer to let the sword do the talking. So this deck, since I haven't talked about it, I'm saying something move on to the light a wee bit. So it's an artifact deck. It's about putting as much artifacts, enchantments onto creatures, dealing damage, and then casting more. I mostly use this as a Voltron deck, which, if you don't know, Voltron's all about getting as much damage as you can and hitting for games. So this is the commander. Very fun, very interesting. So let's go through some of the cards. So we got Perilous Samurai. It costs a red and 2 colorless. It is a human creature. It's from the Kamigawa set. I really love the artwork on this one. It has Menace. When a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, the next spell you cast costs one colorless less, so that's a quick way to get out your commander. Or just any other spell you want to get out, and it's a 2/3. It is a very good card, but it's not what I find that with the ability, some people will target it because they could see it as some big threat. I play it between my tables. We play between bracket 2 to bracket 4 decks. No CEDH decks yet. This is one of my favorite cards. It is a 1 cost. It's called Rabbit Battery. It's an artifact creature. Enchantment. Rabbit. It has haste. A quick creature gets 1/1 plus haste. And it's Reforge. It's just to attach it. So if you have this in your first hand, you always get it out and just deal 1 point of damage, because it's always fun to hit someone with a 1/1. Okay, so this is a 1 red cost. It is Simian Sling. It is an artifact creature. You'll be hearing a lot of that in this video. And it's an equipment monkey. So it's a 1/1, and a quick creature, it's a +1/+1. And when this card is blocked, or the creature's attached becomes blocked, deal 1 damage to the defending player. Costs 2 to equip. Now here we're getting into just the artifact enchantments. Moving forward. So this is Gimli's Axe from the Lord of the Rings set. Here, speaking of Lord of the Rings, what's everyone's opinion on the new Hobbit set next year? I'm kind of looking forward to it. So it costs a red and 2 colors. Creature gets +3/+0. And as long as this creature's legendary, it has Menace. So you might start to see how getting say just these 3 on plus trample, that's quite a lot of damage. That's over a third of lethal through commander damage. So this is a 3 cost. This is Chitinous Cloak, sorry. It's an artifact creature. I don't know what set this is from, unfortunately. I'm not too well versed in all the set symbols. So it costs, so when the equipped creature gets a +2/+2 and has Menace, and it takes 3 to it. When the flavor text, I'm trying to read some of the flavor text. It's kind of, some of them are funny. We are going to survive. We have no use. We have to use every tool to our disposal, especially the dangerous ones. So now we've got Shipbuilder's Pitchfork is cost 2, gives a creature first strike, and if it's a human, it gets a +1/+1. This is a cost 1, and it's Cleft Heavy Chitin Kitacell. It's an artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, you attach to a creature, and that creature has fly. So that's just a good way of dealing with flying creatures, or just getting above, if you have, say, someone with a big token deck, getting above them, hitting them for mass damage. We've got Hero's Heirloom. It is a 2 cost. It's artifact equipment. The equipped creature gets a +2/+1, and as long as it is a legendary, it gets trample and haste, and it costs 2. I find this card's great, say if your commander gets removed and you have enough mana, you can get it back, quickly equip it, deal extra damage. This one I just like, I love the artwork of this card especially. This is Silver Inline Dagger. It's a 1 cost. I just love the artwork on this card. For an equipment, it is very beautiful in my opinion. It gets a +2/+2, and as long as the creature is a human, it gets an additional 1. So that's a +3 for a 3 cost. That's not too bad. This is, one sec, sorry, my arm's getting tired. This is Bladed Balancer. It's a 1 cost. Equipped creature gets a +1/+1. As long as it's a human or an angel, it has vigilance. Costs 2 to equip. Now here we're getting some more of the utilitarian cards. This is, I didn't know about this one, but I think it's very good. It could probably go in a lot more of your commander decks if you have them lying around, or Pauper, because you know, best format. It's called Sleeper Dart. Costs 2. When Sleeper Dart enters the battlefield, you draw a card. You tap it, sacrifice Sleeper Dart, and the target creature your opponent controls does not untap on their next untap step. So it puts a stun counter on them, basically. I think this is such a good card, and it's so underused in artifact decks. So if you have an artifact deck, I'd probably tell you to pick this up. It's really good. Now this is Stone of Eric. Sure there's Lord of the Rings fans out there rolling up, having a panic attack over my pronunciation. It's a 1 cost. It's a legendary artifact. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. You can sacrifice it to exile a target card from your opponent grave, draw a card. This is great if you have people who have grave recursion decks, just get that 1 card, that like major piece out of their deck, puts them on the back foot, slows them down. It's great. So here's a card from 8th edition. It's called Shatter. It's an instant, costs 1 red and a colorless, and it destroys target artifact. I know there's like a bunch of cards like this, but I find these cards in mono red decks are amazing. I also love the the white border, and just how old it is. It's such a uniquely Arctic card as well. Last card, this one's a bit smaller. I'm still experimenting with this deck, so there might be an update, small update eventually, but till then, this will be the last card. This is Heat Ray. It costs 1 red and a X, and it deals whatever X is to a target creature. So as for the seller, they are linked in the last video, on the video about this. I would highly recommend you go if you just want a cheap budget commander deck for a friend to try out or to start with. I would recommend. The only thing I have to say, I'm not a paid sponsor by them, so I will say this: they do not include a Soul Ring in the deck. So you may want to think about that. I know some people, like, a Soul Ring is quite a basic card, and you might have like a bunch lying around, but if you're a new player, that is something you might want to consider, is that the deck does not include a Soul Ring. But besides from that, the seller was amazing, shipping was good, and the deck is quite good quality, so I would recommend that you go pick one up, just if you're looking for maybe if you're playing really high grade decks, maybe just a lower one, or a deck to get into it. So Thank you for watching, have a great day,